to the MP for Hohwe. I hope you've seen his video already. He says he's a bachelor.
I've seen that one.
and that he's been to the market already, and quite a significant and drastic drop in the prices of commodities. So he decided to bring some. I hope that was Ginny rice and some and some cooking oil to the floor of Parliament.
Let me say good morning to the MP for Takrady also, the Honourable
this MP.
Who also was in Parliament and said that today the Kenkey in his constituency,
my goodness,
which was selling for 5 cedis, now sells at 7 cedis.
Really?
People went to ask him
where do you buy your Kenkey?
He told us where he buys his Kenkey. But the last time I bought Kenkey,
yours was 10 or 12. You know, you are in that.
Well, we have the full data on Kenkey across the country. Yeah.
Okay.
Kenkey statistics.
There's a friend of mine who has been working on this, and we've been talking about it for some time. He's been working on this for about 3-4 years. He calls it the Kenkey Index. Okay. So if you go to Facebook, for example, you'll see the Kenkey Index, average weight of Kenkey per 1 Ghana cedi. We've done all the analysis and the different areas, for example, in the Greater Accra region, and how much Kenkey is sold. So if you go to the Jamestown area, Kenkey is cheaper than if you go to Spintex. But the first time we recorded Kenkey prices getting to 7 cedis was in 2024. Since then, we've seen Kenkey prices stabilizing, and we have the chart here. So if you don't mind, I can share.
You could just share
the Kenkey Index first quarter 2025, for example, right? In March 2025, Kenkey was selling average at 5 cedis. In June, it came to 5 cedis 37 pesos. In September 2025, it was 5 cedis 25 pesos. Since September 2022, for example, September 2022, Kenkey was 2 cedis 60 pesos. Average price for Kenkey. Okay, so these are the numbers that we have been able to get, and we buy the Kenkey from different places, and we use a weighing scale to weigh the Kenkey, and then do the price per weight and all the analysis. So it's there on Facebook. Kenkey Index.
I think we need to say this thing. Most of the times, when you hear that the rate of inflation is, say, 8%, it doesn't mean that prices have reduced. It means that the rate of increase, has reduced. So prices have increased at a reduced rate. Okay, so if you compare year on year, say for instance, last year, the rate of increase is this percentage, but if you look at the fact that previously it was at this rate, then it means that, so if it was say 20% last year, the rate of inflation for the same month last year was 20%, and this year it's actually 8%. It means that the rate of increase compared to last year's same month is 8%. There's still an increase in there. But you see, this is where it even gets your inflation, Blessed.
Your personal budget, yes.
Your personal inflation, most of the time could be higher than the national average. This is national average, but even the national average, we know that there are regions that actually are in the double digits. So that's where the whole thing must come from. But sometimes we make it look like the moment you hear inflation is at 8%, then it means that the price of food is reduced.
But Blessed, before you come, let me just give you one more on the Kenkey. You know, the sizes have been decreasing over the years, the weights. So in September 2022, the average weight of Kenkey in the country, as we measured, was 159 grams. It dropped to 138 grams in December 2022 and dropped to 107 grams in June 2023 and came all the way down to 89 grams in September 2024. The lowest we've ever recorded was in June 2025 at 78 grams, but now it's increasing. It's when we measured in September 2025, it was at 80 grams. So it's dropped from 159 grams to 80 grams since September 2022.
Interesting facts there. There's the talk also on the front page of the Daily Guide about the diaspora conversation for the NPP presidential primaries. The committee has rejected proxy votes for the diaspora. So the chair of the committee, Joseph Sewusu, has been giving some more details and breakdown as to why the party wouldn't agree with that, and we just
but
hope
if you
that
want
it
to
won't breed.
come and vote.
The argument is proxy has always been a part of the exercise, so you would wonder why the rules are being changed now.
Yes,
So,
I know. I mean, I know that in
part of the concerns.
previous some elections, I saw people who had proxy votes.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Assemblyman is also acquitted over Major Mahama murder. So William Barr has been acquitted by the courts. And speaking about the courts, Justice Rita Agyeman Budu is going home today. May her soul rest in peace, I believe.
Check that.
Let me just check that. Yeah, quickly.
Yes. She died. She died.
Mm.
Yes, the late justice. She died, and I think she'll be buried this weekend. Today and tomorrow. The funeral rites begin today and tomorrow. So may her soul.
So page 4. We'll get the details for you then.
Okay, let's go to the Daily Graphic. I'm not starting with the stories on the front page. I'm starting with a story hidden on page 34. A so-called bridge yet to be fixed. Why am I starting with this story? There was a viral video on Facebook that showed children crossing a wooden bridge on a river or stream in the eastern region.
Yeah.
The president directed that bridge be fixed.
Is it the same one that the Ministry
the
of
Eastern
Defense
Regional
at the time?
Minister went there. Ministry of Defense, when our late friend Dr. Budu was there, also made moves. Instructions were made that this bridge be fixed. The Daily Graphics, Emmanuel Damali, is reporting that bridge, after the presidential instruction, the ministerial fanfare, and the ministerial instruction has not been fixed. Why?
Wow.
So it's there, page 34. And so if anybody at the presidency is listening, looks like a presidential order has been flouted and people's lives are still in danger. These are school children who need a bridge to go to school. It is here on page 34 of the Daily Graphic. Now I'll go to the front page. Improving public financial management. No more check payments by public sector. Electronic transfer takes effect next quarter. Government secures 47 million euros for irrigation. This is according to the Agric Minister. COP30 in limbo as fire outbreak creates stampede. We are told that there was a fire outbreak in the China pavilion in Brazil. It spread to the Africa pavilion and other places. So all meetings and sessions had to be put on hold for the fire service to fix it. And other stories on the front page. But if you go to the back page, Ghana Armed Forces enlistment resumes in orderly manner. We've seen videos and photos, and it looks way better. Way better. Yeah.
The publisher, NPP presidential primaries in danger over proxy voting dispute. Ghana calls for urgent process overhaul when it comes to some gold board procedures. Implement stalled 24-hour economy. Jinapo tells government. That's the ranking on the Foreign Affairs Committee. And Minister urges NPA to innovate for the future when it comes to the future transition issues. The minister has been urging the National Petroleum Authority to bring in some innovation and changes and reforms as well. They are 20 years, I believe, and so it's part of the call, the reason why the minister is urging that.
Now, if you go to the new finder, healthy lifestyle key to reducing pancreatic cancer risk. This is according to medical doctor Dr. Thompson Quay, and we have a playlist on Spotify. If you go to Spotify and type Joy Cancer Awareness Month, we had a lot of conversations on cancers. You can catch up and learn more about cancers and how we can prevent cancers. Now, South African mission applauds diaspora for driving growth in Ghana. And Lakeside Marina Park wins 2025 Ecotourism Site and Attraction of the Year. Ghana stock market midweek rally strong, and PwC is telling the government to prioritize implementation of 2026 budget targets. Those are the stories from the newspapers.
Let's go online. I have one story I'd like to share with you guys.
Major Online, we are spending more than ever. PwC tax experts break down the 2026 budget. Anytime a newborn dies, the cost to the country is higher. This is Prof. Menu warning, and this was at last night's newborn health event that we held here at Joy News. Now, Major Mahama murder case, Court of Appeal acquits former Dentra Obuasi Assemblyman. Democracy Hub leader Baka Vomawo allegedly robbed near Achimota. And yesterday I also saw this man, the poster, what's his name?
Musa Dankwa?
Musa Dankwa. He said his laptop had also been
Yes, I saw that too.
Stolen, but he's been able to recover his data. Explain why you blocked aircraft purchases for years. DTW is firing at the government, and child mortality figures staggering, and it's also embarrassing for Ghana. This is Reverend Steve Mensah of SEM speaking. Couple arrested for beating daughter to death over brother's food.
Wow.
It's also on my joint line.
There's a story on that I saw on the Business and Financial Times online. The bit about, it says the inconvenient truth, why government should consider a strategic Labadi-led turnaround of SNIT's hospitality assets.
Yeah.
It's by Professor Douglas K. Boateng. And he's advocating that Labadi Beach Hotel be made to lead the revival of SNIT's hospitality sector. You know, SNIT has talked about the fact that still places like, La Palma Beach Hotel, Elmina Beach Resort, and Buzia Beach Resort are not doing well.
Yeah.
But his point is that, look, Labadi Beach Hotel, which is currently being managed by a Ghanaian, David Ibrafo, and his team, are doing well. They're paying dividends.
They're
to
making
SNIT.
profits.
They're making profits. So why don't you use that model? Why don't you, for instance, say, okay, since you're doing well, take over this
Labadi Hospitality Services to take over the
take
rest.
over, hand it over to them, let them manage it, so that you can actually make profit, instead of consistently saying we're pumping money, and yet we can't get anything.
And after 60 years and 53 branches, every SNIT strategy session should be in a SNIT facility.
Exactly. Exactly.
If SNIT organizes any strategy session anywhere else, they must be sued for not using their facilities and ensuring their survival.
So I think that I like the angle that Professor Douglas Boateng is coming from.
I agree.
This is a way you can. You have a success story. Let that lead the others.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
and
get into
SNIT has
other
a lot of buildings also within the city and around the country, which has very low occupancy.
Exactly.
A lot of the high rises in Ridge
They belong to SNIT.
and it's our pension money.
That is the reason why. That's the reason we're.
Yes.
And it's why we're saying we need to get these things right.
Yeah. So at 60 SNITs, we need to do better in these areas. Now, if you go to City Newsroom, Fitch Solutions projects strong economic growth for Ghana in 2026. Police arrest blogger for spreading false claims about former NCA chair. Yesterday, Halifax wrote about this on Facebook. Manasseh interacted with him. Manasseh followed up and said that indeed he's confirmed that the blogger has been arrested. Now, the police later released a statement saying that he'll be arraigned before court today. We'll be following up on that particular story. Now, Major Mahama case, no evidence linking Assemblyman to murder. This is according to a lawyer. And government to move all MDAs to e-payment systems by Q1 2026. This is the Controller and Accountant General's Department. Reduce VAT to 17.5% in mid-year review. This is Deloitte advising the government. And Lands Ministry to review NIMOS operations after tragic incident. So those are some of the stories. And as Nogbe says that Ghana's economy is strong enough for new jets. So those are some stories from City Newsroom. If you go to BNFT, economy expands 5.1% in August on strong services farm output. Is it the same farm output that we're unable to sell? Now, ISA calls for tougher measures to deliver growth and jobs, and revenue fragilities cast shadow over 2026 budget targets. This is Deloitte. Those are the stories from the online platforms, Winston.